Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at the Amiga port of the beat-em-up Renegade. Now, as you know, the Spectrum version of Renegade was very well received, even though it was based on a coin-op that had a weird control system and wasn't particularly and reportedly wasn't particularly good because of it. I've already reviewed the Spectrum version and gave it an enthusiastic response. Now I'm hoping that the Amiga, a more capable machine, not to mention a 16-bit machine, will be able to give an even better version of Renegade to have a go at. Well, I'm hoping so. Well, like those Double Dragon. Oh, that's a classic in the arcade. Operation Wolf's pretty good too. Never played Rastan and Gladiator. Mat Mania. Okay. Just gotta wait for this to load and then hopefully I'll be able to get on with the review. Now, as I said, I believe in my Spectrum version review, Renegade originally started off as a Japanese game called Niketsu Koha Kunio-kun, which I believe is roughly hot-headed tough guy Kunio. And instead of trying to rescue a girlfriend from Mr. Big, you're trying to, if I remember correctly, you played as a school kid who had to avenge someone he knew from getting beaten up. I think it was his brother or best friend, and was always being harassed and harangued by a gang belonging to a rival school. So when it got localized in the West, it reskinned it to something like a New York setting, and at the very least for the first level, and gave the characters a look very reminiscent of the 1979 film The Warriors. Now, looking at this, I can't say I'm that impressed with the graphics. I really hope that it plays better than it looks. I'm not entirely convinced about this music either. Oh my god. These sound effects are pathetic. I mean, this is an Amiga we're talking about. Ugh, dearie me. And what's with that sound effect for that back kick? Hey? What the hell's that move? He's trying to punch someone on the ground who's not even on the ground. Surely it's only supposed to do that move if there's actually an enemy on the ground. Don't punch down. What? Managed to hit one person behind me. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Push scrolling. Push scrolling in an Amiga game? You've got to be having a giraffe. Controls suck as well. They're slow to respond. And I lost a life there. What? Look at it looks like my character had a mud bath or something. Look at him. Oh my god, actually. Oh, these controls aren't very good. I mean, what? Oh god, that flickered just then. I mean, flickering sprites and push scrolling in an Amiga game. How ultimately embarrassing is that? I mean, look at it. Does it even have that move from the 128K Spectrum version in which you could knee someone in the crotch and then throw them over your shoulder? I haven't seen that yet. Ugh, goodness me, this is not a good port at all. Oh, here comes the boss. That's going to be fun. Oh, you got me. Oh, goodness me. The controls are so unresponsive. I was pummeling him and he managed to get me just the same. The animation's pretty shitty as well. Oh, that sound effect is horrific. Oh, God, this is a horrible port. Ugh. And it looks like everyone's got false dentures. I mean, especially those guys with the white tank tops. Look at those teeth. The Spectrum version pisses all over this. I'm sorry, but it does. Oh, goodness me. What? I hit him. Thank you. It's funny how I can hit the person behind me with the same kick as the one going behind. I mean, it's not the jumping splits kick like in IK Plus. Did they not realise that? Oh, God, here we go. Does that even do anything? Can't I even have sound effects for that? What? I hit him. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, this is crap. And that's a shit screen as well. One more go. And the music's pretty crappy as well. It sounds... The Amiga is more than capable of better music and sound than this. This is just hideously embarrassing. What? I got knocked down before that guy had even swung that stick at me. Oh, this is... Why can't there be a sound effect for when you do that? For when you do those strikes? And why do they have to just disappear? Can't they even flash or something? Well, I'm attacking it. I'm attacking his ankles, and that's killing him. Yeah, that's so realistic. Oh, this is bloody awful. And did I really see the name Ocean connected to this? Oh, flipping hell. Oh my God, I was clearly hitting him. What? What happened there? He didn't even get up and... Oh, God. No, don't do that! I don't understand how he can... Oh, flipping hell's bells and pigging fire buckets! This is the kind of quality you expect the US Gold... Oh, that is hideous, the way the two characters on top of each other, that flicker. I could have understood that happening on the Spectrum because of its attribute limitation, but this is an Amiga. I mean, even when this came out on budget, it would have been either £7.99 or £9.99. Even that would have been a hell of a lot to pay for this pile of shit. Oh. See, sometimes the sounds don't play even when they should. What the hell was he doing? Is he trying to get dog shit off his shoes? The jumping kick in this is really awkward. You have to stop moving, press up and fire, and then press the direction you want to kick in. It wasn't that complicated on the Spectrum version, and that's a bloody 8-bit machine. I mean, I know that there are often problems with translating several buttons from an arcade version. I clearly kicked him. Oh, shut up. Oh, God alive. Being able to knock someone out just by punching their ankle, say, try and kick you. Yeah, that's... Ugh, God. Push scrolling, flickering sprites, poor sound, crap graphics, irritatingly poor quality music, poor controls. Sometimes sound effects don't play even when they're supposed to. Characters don't even flash or have a death animation, they just disappear. Oh, flipping hell. What? I just suddenly lost a piece of energy when nothing even hit me. What's that all? I'm losing... Why am I losing energy just for putting one foot in front of the other? It just happened again. Ugh. What? Oh, God, this is a horrific port. I hit him. Q. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, the controls are crap in this. What? The boss has got no energy. Oh my God. He was still wandering about even though he had zilcho energy. Oh God, this is such a terrible port. I bet this was yet another ST port. I mean, even the graphics look like they're the kind of thing you'd be more likely to see on an ST. I mean, it wasn't until the first Shadow of the Beast came out on the Amiga that such ports all but stopped. Until then, Amiga users were often lumbered with games that didn't make the... Oh yeah, I can really see, get lumbered with ST ports. Oh, for God. What? And those motorcycle sound effects are crap as well. Yeah. Oh, I turn around. Yeah. Those are terrible sound effects for the bike. Oh yeah. What? This is laughable. Oh, God. Can you imagine if someone paid full price for this and paid about £25? Which would have been quite a lot of money for a kid in those days. I clearly hit him. Oh, we haven't even on. What? I didn't even touch him, and I've got to somehow try and do this with absolutely no energy. Yeah, right. All you got to do is blow on me and I'm dead. That looks like a blooming DeLorean in the back there. Wish I could take that, go back to '98 and tell them to do a proper job of converting this game to the Amiga. I mean, that water in the background is not even animated. I mean, there's water trails of some kind of speedboat or something receding into the distance. I mean, those drum sound effects in that music are okay, but the rest of the music's really bad quality for an Amiga. Oh my god, look how slow this is. And more push scrolling. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at it. Oh, I've got all my energy back, thank God for that. Oh my god. It's weird how sometimes it just doesn't play a sound for no apparent reason. Oh, it didn't hit both sides of me that time. Oh, it's hit detection. Give a sound effect when I'm hitting someone who's on the floor, for God's sake. And I still haven't found the move that I remember from the Spectrum version, which you could grab someone's shoulders, knee them in the balls, and then do a shoulder throw on them. Where's that? Hey, where's that? Oh, I ran out of bloody time. Well, that's Renegade for the Commodore Amiga, an absolutely crappy port of a game that was so brilliant on one or two of the 8-bit formats, especially the Spectrum version, especially the 128K Spectrum version. Graphics, absolutely crap. The sprites are not very well drawn at all. The backgrounds are generally uninspired and look like they've just been ported from the ST. It wouldn't surprise me if this whole thing wasn't an ST port, as I said. The animation's crap as well. Push scrolling in an Amiga game should not happen. This is a 16-bit computer and it has hardware scrolling capabilities. There is simply no reason nor excuse for it not to have proper smooth scrolling. Look at those sprites. God alive. Music's generally uninspiring. The drum sounds are okay, but the rest of the samples used in it are just not up to snuff compared to what the Amiga is more than capable of doing in sound and music department. And some of those sound effects are just awful. I mean, like that sound when you do a back kick. Or you're like, doof. What's that all about? Gameplay. There's a bit of a delay between selecting a maneuver and it actually happening on screen, and it's not always as reliable as you really need it to be. Doing a jumping kick is a pain in the arse, as I explained earlier, and there seem to be unexplained reasons for my energy suddenly going down by a block for no apparent reason, even though no one had hit me for ages. Like when I was fighting, when I managed to defeat that first boss. Some of the hit detection's bad. I mean, there are times when I actually managed to do a jumping kick and kicked both the people that were either side of me, rather than just the one that was in front of my character at the time, which makes absolutely no sense. Some of the moves from the original don't appear to be here. I know that it can be a challenge getting a multi-button arcade machine onto a single-button joystick, but the Amiga could cope with joysticks and joypads with 2 independent fire buttons, and it's just a shame that it didn't seem to support that. And generally, the whole thing just isn't fun to play, and sometimes and sometimes the illusion's let down by the fact sometimes the sound effect just doesn't play when it should. I mean, there are times when I was punching someone, or when they were hitting me, and there was no sound effect whatsoever, even though other times there would have been. It just comes across as a very amateurish product, and I'm going to give Renegade on the Amiga 2 out of 10. It really is that bad. If you want to play a decent home computer port of Renegade, I'd personally recommend the Spectrum versions, especially 128K version. This is just embarrassing. There's no excuse for it to be this bad. It's just terrible. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that review. Catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.